When I was a kid, we used to find these things all over the place, and we used to beat each other with them.
Well, you had to get good at dodging them, too.
They're called hedge apples or horse apples.
Yeah, some people call them monkey brains, but whatever you call them, one thing you definitely don't want to do is eat them. Fox 19 Stefano DiPietrantonio keeping you safe with more. Steph?
Hey there, Dan and Trish. You can find plenty of these Osage oranges on the ground right now. Some people like to use them as a seasonal decorations, others as an insect repellent, according to folklore. But for kids, pets, you and me, they are not the kind of apples you ever want to take a bite out of. You gotta go deep inside the farmyard to find these century-old Osage orange trees. Madeline Dorger gave me the skinny on these fat, funky, prehistoric fruits.
Giant ground sloths in the region used to eat them. Now they're poisonous to most things.
They smell light and citrusy.
I don't think it looks very appetizing. I don't think a cat or a dog would try and eat it.
And neither should you or your kids.
They would probably just throw up a couple times. It wouldn't make them deathly ill.
Some people swear keeping them in your basement will ward off bugs and spiders. What's the shelf life on this?
It'll start to decompose in a couple of weeks. It doesn't last very long.
Like any fruit would.
Right.
But inside, without being exposed to sunlight, they will last longer.
All of these little sections is called a drupe. Each individual section has its own seed, so it's a group of drupes to create a whole fruit.
A group of drupes.
A group of drupes, exactly. See, this one is kind of cracked open already. And you can see the seeds at the end of the drupe. They're down at the very core of it. And then this is one section. That whole thing is the drupe. And then the seed is right in there. Right there.
We walked along the tree line.
So the idea was that when they were young, you would tangle the branches together and it would make like a living fence, and that way the animals wouldn't be able to go through it.
Good luck keeping your footing with these softball-sized fruits underfoot. The wood has one of the highest burning temperatures and is super flexible.
The Iroquois Nation used to make bows and arrows out of them. They had the best weapons of the time period. I think this one's too hard.
They're tough.
The kids like to throw them at logs.
But never at other kids.
Never at other kids, no.
No, that thought would never happen.
No, never.
Yeah, no way. Wouldn't happen ever. All right, so why do people swear keeping these things in your basement will repel spiders or bugs? Well, recent research suggests that elamol, it's a compound that's found here inside the fruit. They can extract it from it. It shows promise as a mosquito repellent, so maybe it works just as well on spiders, and maybe that's the reason if you eat a couple bites, you might end up throwing up, because it's like eating DEET.
Maybe it is good to have a few of those around the house.
I don't know.
And they used to be all over the place, but I don't see them anymore.
Yeah.
They're more common out in the plains, and they just kind of got brought here by the, I hate to say this, the excrement of animals. They eat them, wander through the states, and drop them here.
I'm so glad I was just holding one. Fantastic.
TMI.
Good information.
TMI at 10.
All right, thank you. Still ahead, a gubernatorial candidate tells the president where to put his endorsement.